I'm gonna have to go tell the world exactly what's on the list.
Hey, Bleedbigblue, Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to do this audio, guys, because I can't sleep, and I wanted to get it done, before I went to bed, because honestly, it's gonna be a little while. I'm a little excited. Finally, got the W. The team looked like the team that I thought would show up at the beginning of the season. But hey, better late than never, especially against a team that no one gave us any chance to beat, especially at their home field. So, big win this week. But you know what time it is? What we do after every game. I give you my lists. First list of glory. And it's easy to start off positive when there's a win. It's the first time I've got to do it this season. So, you know what? Let's start it off. Number 1 on my list. Orleans Darkwa.
You just made the list!
Props to you. You made the list of glory. Just wanted to tell you, Darkwa, good job. Thank you for giving us a running game. I love that it's a no-nonsense. You hit the hole no matter what and just go. That's the kind of runner we need, especially with this offensive line. I think you helped the offensive line more than anybody did tonight. So, props to you, Darkwa. Good job. You made the list of glory. Dilly dilly. Number 2. Evan Engram.
You just made
Welcome
the list.
to the list of glory. I'm giving it to you because honestly, you were our whole air attack. Granted, I think they might figure that out come next game, but this game was, you're the only one getting open, you're the only one making plays. You are talent. There's a reason we took you in the first round. You're a matchup nightmare for defenses, and Giants were trying to take advantage of that tonight. Good job. I want you to keep stepping up even more than what you did this week. But hopefully this is not the last time that you're going to be on this list. But welcome to the list of glory. Evan Engram, props to you. Dilly dilly. Number 3 on my list. Now, I was thinking about this and I didn't know exactly who to go with, because honestly, when Giants play the way they did, how can you give it to just 3 guys? But you know what, that's what I do. So you know what, I'm gonna give it to number 3 on my list is Jason Pierre-Paul.
You just made the list.
It's about time. Made the list of glory. You had 3 sacks tonight. You were putting pressure on. You were right in the middle of that goal line stand. You know what, JPP, this is what we expect from you. That's why we gave you the big contract. It sounded like you were the leader this week, getting the team pumped up and rallying this team, and that's what I want to see. This is the reason you got the big money. This is the reason that you're a Giant. JPP, I want to see this every week. So, but good job this week. Welcome to the list of glory. Props to you. Dilly dilly. Now, you know what, guys? This was the hardest thing ever, because my list of shame, it's hard to find a list of shame when Giants play the way they did. When you hold a Denver team that's been playing pretty damn well at home to 10 points, and honestly, that touchdown they scored was pure luck, going over Keenan Robinson's hands, and Andrew Adams was right there as well. But hey, you know what? I still gotta do the list of shame, and so I had to look through this game, really figure out what I was gonna do. Number 1 on my list of shame, and you guys are gonna laugh at me, and you guys are probably gonna disagree, but number 1 is Janoris Jenkins. You made the list of shame. Now you guys are probably gonna ask me, like, how can Janoris Jenkins make the list of shame when he had a pick 6 and forced fumble. Here's the problem is, if you guys look at the stats, and I'm sure you guys all watched the game, Janoris Jenkins has pretty much shut down every number 1 wide receiver that he has played against this season. And that's pretty much what I expect from Janoris Jenkins. That's what he's been doing since he's been here. But the fact that Demaryius Thomas, who was playing hurt for half this game, had over 130 yards receiving, like 10 catches. Janoris, I expect better from you. I expect the guy to have like 2 catches. Granted, you know what? You made plays. I want you to make more plays. I think they were trying to take advantage of you in some way or form. Maybe you weren't used to being picked on, but Janoris Jenkins, I expect better. Play better. You have a different standard than most cornerbacks. But hey, you made the list of shame this week. Number 2 on my list of shame, the wide receiver core. You are on a list of shame. That's Roger Lewis, Tavares King, Travis Rudolph, whoever else was out there. Guys, we got away with this week, but Evan Engram's going to end up getting doubled probably the rest of the season, especially if you guys aren't making plays, aren't getting open. You realize, I think Eli Manning didn't have a real sack. I mean, they were like coverage sacks on Eli this week. You know why? Because you guys weren't getting open. I need you guys to catch the ball, make plays. But you know what? We won this week, so you got away with it. I know you guys are young, but play better. But for this week, you're on the list of shame. Shame on you, young wide receivers. Number 3 on my list. You know what? I really was struggling for a third person to put on this list. But I'm going to put the whole team on this list. And you guys are going to ask me, like, how can you put the whole team on this list when they get a win? I put the whole team on this list because this is the first time I've seen a sense of urgency from this team all season. Where was this the first 5 weeks of the season, guys? If you guys played like this all season, there was a good chance you guys could be undefeated at this point. If you guys think about if we actually played this way and when we had wide receivers and had our full complement on defense. If you guys just played with that kind of energy where everybody's counting on each other to step up, that's the kind of way you're supposed to play. I expect that all the time, guys. But you did it this week, but shame on you for not doing it all season long. This, guys, but I want to end it out because, you know what, I can't end this without talking about Ben McAdoo. Ben McAdoo, you didn't make either one of the lists. I do want to give you credit for giving up the play calling. But here's my thing. I started thinking about it, Ben. And I'm glad you weren't so stubborn that you changed it up. But did you do it for the right reasons? That's my question. Because it seems like you gave up the play calling finally to Mike Sullivan when you have no wide receivers, and you probably expected your offense not to look good at all. So did you do it out of I need to make a change, or did you do it as in like, oh, it's not my fault, I'm not calling the plays anymore? You know what? I'm going to try to look on the positive side, Ben, and hope you did it for the right reasons instead of trying to pass the buck. But so I'm not going to put you on either list right now. Mike Sullivan, you almost made the first list because you actually knew how to use the talent that's around it on that team. So good job, Mike Sullivan. That's my list, guys. I know it's all over the place. It was harder to make a list when we get a win than when we get a loss. But hey, I want to hear you guys' list. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, hit us up on the podcast. We're finally excited because we gotta win. So let's keep on going, guys. You know what? Let's get a streak going. Let's get a win next week. 'Cause I still bleed big blue. Always.